Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe IA Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it out. It's Punga. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Flames offense will go to work first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Open field on the right. Touchdown, Flames. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
He fires to the left side. Fires and picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off to the single back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Liberty.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball.
Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
From the gun, give on the inside.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Under fire. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Here's the handoff. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Finding open areas. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Flames moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dickens. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Let's go!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Make some noise, get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's
They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this guy struggled the last time out. He knew he had to get back in the film, get back to the practice field, and work on some things. And I think he did some good work because he's already thrown for more yards in this first quarter than he did his last time out.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames. Lining up to add another.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Liberty, 21. Louisiana Tech, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Rockwell. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Collins. Bringing the heat. Dances away. Quarterback's got the first. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Using the quick game.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown.
Bounces over the top. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Brought down. on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Give to the single back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Flames want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Randolph. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together.
Touchdown, Liberty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Back to throw, it's Collins. Buys a little time with his feet. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle. Get the 23.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides the back on the option, the give. Able to move it ahead a couple yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Flames line it up with a 1st and goal. Easy. Motion from the wideout. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back's got it. Touchdown, Flames. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Louisiana Tech, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Buying some time. Uncorks one to the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's 4. Oh, he's got some space. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Off the RPO, complete. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech 1st down.
Obviously, great job picking up the 1st down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Caught. Nice move to pick up yardage. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Flames will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Going deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Fakes the grab. Touchdown Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To the ground with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Flames are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling.
He's loose. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Collins. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's 4. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
Makes the grab. Knocked off his feet.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got his man. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Here comes the 2-point try.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Liberty. And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 12 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Dropping back, it's Collins. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take it.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nice job by this defense finally getting him on the ground. He's had a huge day with his legs, so I understand he wants to make plays. He's got over 100 rushing, but trying to get out, the continued pursuit, nice job getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Quick strike complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Trying to find the end zone. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Flames will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Randolph. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up here.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level than this.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw. It's Collins. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the defense.
got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Quarterback moving. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They were trying to... possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.